Urgency grips China as it braces for the most formidable typhoon of the decade. Typhoon Saola is unleashing its might on Hong Kong and southern China, paralyzing cities, suspending classes, and grounding hundreds of flights. The ferocity of this storm is unmatched in recent memory, raising alarms and compelling authorities to take drastic measures to protect lives and property. On a recent Friday in Hong Kong and parts of southern China, daily life ground to a halt due to the powerful Typhoon Saola. This storm disrupted various aspects of life, causing classes and flights to be cancelled, people to stay home from work, and students to see their school year postponed. The impact of the typhoon was so significant that even the stock market in Hong Kong had to suspend trading, and hundreds of travelers found themselves stranded at the airport as numerous flights were cancelled. In mainland China, rail authorities took precautionary measures by halting all trains entering or leaving Guangdong province for a specified period. The severity of the situation in Hong Kong was highlighted by the issuance of a nom de 10 hurricane signal by the Hong Kong Observatory, which is the highest level of warning under the city's weather system. This signal had not been seen since Super Typhoon Mangkhut struck Hong Kong in 2018. Saola, with maximum sustained winds of 121 miles per hour, came dangerously close to Hong Kong, skirting about 19 miles south of the city's Tsim Sha Tsui shopping district. The storm's eye wall, a particularly intense part of the typhoon, was moving across the city at night, posing a significant threat. Despite the fear and disruption caused by Typhoon Saola, there was some hope that the winds would gradually weaken as the storm moved westward along the coast away from Hong Kong. Nevertheless, the Hong Kong Observatory cautioned residents about the possibility of serious flooding in coastal areas. There was concern that the maximum water level could reach levels similar to those seen when Typhoon Mangkhut struck, causing significant damage, including felled trees and damaged scaffolding on buildings. It's important to note that the typhoon's impact was not limited to Hong Kong. In recent months, various regions in China had experienced unusually heavy rains and deadly flooding, resulting in casualties and destruction, including in outlying mountainous parts of Beijing. The threat of further flooding from Typhoon Saola added to the ongoing challenges faced by these regions. As Typhoon Saola approached, residents of Hong Kong prepared for the worst. Approximately 400 people sought refuge at temporary shelters, and ferry and bus services were suspended to ensure the safety of the population. Residents living in low-lying areas took precautions by placing sandbags at their doors to prevent their homes from being flooded. Unfortunately, the typhoon still caused damage, with dozens of trees knocked down and 7 people injured, requiring medical treatment. To ensure safety, all schools decided to remain closed on the following Saturday. While many people heeded warnings and stayed home to ride out the storm, others, like security guard Shirley Ng, had no choice but to go to work. Ng mentioned that some people were stocking up on essential supplies to prepare for the typhoon, reflecting the sense of caution and concern within the community. The impact of Typhoon Saola extended beyond Hong Kong, affecting neighboring areas. In Macau, authorities warned of potential flooding, with forecasts suggesting water levels might rise to 1.5 meters, 5 feet, in low-lying areas on Saturday morning. As a precautionary measure, the cross-border bridge connecting Hong Kong, Macau, and Zhuhai City was closed in the afternoon. Macau's leader, Ho Yat-seng, even ordered a halt to casino operations to ensure the safety of residents and visitors. Just north of Hong Kong, in the technology and finance hub of Shenzhen, authorities took significant steps to protect the public. The Emergency Management Bureau ordered a suspension of work, business, and public transport. Only rescue crews were allowed to use the highways in the city. These measures were enacted to minimize risks and disruptions in the face of Typhoon Saola. The broader picture included the potential impact on mainland China, as the National Meteorological Administration warned that Saola could make landfall in coastal areas from Taishan City in Guangdong Province to Shenzhen early on Saturday, or skirt across these regions. Furthermore, another storm, Haikui, was on the horizon, gradually moving toward eastern China. Coupled with the influence of Saola, this storm was expected to bring strong winds and heavy rains to parts of Guangdong, Fujian, and Zhejiang provinces. Additionally, it was predicted that Haikui would hit Taiwan's east coast on Sunday, further compounding the challenges posed by these weather events. Typhoon Saola had a wide-reaching impact, having previously passed just south of Taiwan before heading toward mainland China. Its outer bands had already brought torrential rain to southern cities in Taiwan, causing significant disruption and flooding. Before reaching China, Saola had also affected the Philippines earlier in the week, displacing tens of thousands of people in the northern part of the islands due to flooding.